Hey everybody, it's week 8 NFL Survivor Pool Sprapp by Ken Stock. So, last week we were 10-4, looking here at week 7. Some of my big picks missed. Jacksonville ended up beating Cleveland. They were a huge favorite, or Cleveland was a huge favorite in my pool. And looks like Kansas City beat San Diego. Missed that one. Seattle was a little predictable with the whole Percy Harvin situation. And so we missed that. And then I don't think there was one more we missed. It's been eaten up because of the new stats that have come in here. But it did lose another game. Which game was it? We don't worry about it. So it was, 10-5 last week. Actually, I lost the Monday night game as well with Houston. So 10-5, not great, but I don't know. It's football picks, so we need to adjust this thing and make it better. Need to add in injuries and some other factors. I'm going to be working with some additional stats to try to make this thing better. But as for week 8, what do we have? Well, we've got picks showing up right here. I'm going to show you with pivot slicers how you can mess around with this and make this work. These are pivot slicers up here. These are little filters that you can add into this pivot table. You can do things like change colors with them and do all kinds of crazy things, basically anything you want. So we're going to look at just week 8, right? So I clicked on week 8 there, and here we have our games. Wide disparity. Looks like a lot of big favorites and underdogs essentially this week, so you'd think that would work out better, but anything can happen in the NFL, right? So some immediate things when I was looking this over. The biggest favorite game is going to be, is this right? Wow. Miami over Jacksonville. After Jacksonville ruined the party last week and they've been playing better. See, one of the things you can do here is you can say, all right, well, how did one of these teams do historically based on the way that I've been calculating this win strength? And you can do that by clicking on the team over here. Like, I'm going to try Miami right now and see what the history of Miami was for this season. So Miami, then I'm going to unfilter all the weeks to show all the weeks. Miami looks like would have lost in week 1 and week 2, and you would have won the last 4 weeks with Miami. It's an interesting way to look at it. So when we open up all the teams again and go back to week 8, and we see that Miami favorite being 88% right here, I gotta call it my lock of the week, right? Dallas over Washington. However, Washington and Dallas have a historic rivalry. When one of these teams is extremely good and the other one's poor, the poor team manages to beat them, beat the better team. It's happened ever since I was a kid. So you gotta watch this rivalry. But I still think Dallas is just too strong right now. Dallas can win this game, so they're a big favorite. Cleveland, after the loss last week, still they're playing dumpy Oakland. I mean, look at these numbers, right? 3 more wins, 8 more points, 4 per game, 11.2 differential. Like, Indianapolis over Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's been a team that's been trouble, I believe. If we look back at what the stats that Pittsburgh has had comparably in here, would have lost week 1, would have lost week 5. I think I lost one of these weeks. Yeah, they lost to Tampa Bay. I lost them because I had Houston, and this was almost a toss-up now, but I had Houston, and Houston lost. So they've been a team that's been difficult to predict. I know a lot of people got hit with them early on and had difficulty with them at the beginning of the year and lost some games in their survivor pool. So what else we got in here? Green Bay's been playing well. I like that game. And Bears have been a tough team to predict, so I don't know about the Pats here. This is a Sunday. Did I remove the time? Now let's see. Let's look at the times. That is a time. That's a Sunday, a 1 o'clock game. All right, so and Seattle favored again, but you got to watch them now. You really got to look at what they did last week and see if they're gonna be able to pull it together. Philly over Arizona. These are both 2 good teams. I don't know. So yeah, so these are the numbers. Let's see if I can do better than 10-5 that we did last week. It was 12-2-1 the week before. But as you kind of backdate it through all these stats in here, you get a better look at the entire season. I think we're going to start adding in we need to have home field advantage. That's number 1. add in something for that, and also add in a streaking factor, kind of weighting the more recent games heavier in this statistical analysis rather than weighting the entire season evenly, because you have injuries and you have other problems, changes in the structure of a team throughout the year. So once we start to incorporate that, hopefully this will get better. And Ken Stocks out. Good luck with your picks. You can download this file in the link below. If you have any questions, you can email me, ken@kenstock.com, or call me at 703-662-3271. All right, take it easy.